Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krista and I'll be doing your July 2019 general forecast for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I hope that you enjoyed your June 2019 reading. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs for July 2019. I'm using the Good Tarot deck for our main 5-card spread today, bottom of the deck card for general energy, and then of course we'll get jumper cards from each of the oracle decks. Everything I'm using is listed in the description box, including my email if you like a personal or private reading for a particular concern. Otherwise, this is general. So apply accordingly. All right, so Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, July 2019. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2019. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of energy in my arms right now. I'm just waiting for that extra spark before I lay these down. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2019. Okay, wow. Let's see what this will bring. If I recall correctly, last month for June for Sagittarius, look at that. Big old sun. I think you had just a phenomenal reading last month as well, and it was a really stay on that path, keep going. It's and then just very, very similar energy here. I do think that there is something that could be tripping you up here, some maybe old beliefs, old patterns, old habits type thing. But, it's hidden, and I think that you will be made conscious of it during this reading, and I think that we can defeat that. So, and then with the sun, pretty much when you're looking at the sun, and then you have the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, a little bit of Virgo energy here with the outcome, going within. More meditation is necessary. The keys to the truth are within. I just see you continuing in the work that you're doing and to not get caught up in what perhaps others are saying, or some old belief patterns are tripping you up a little bit. Bottom of the deck energy, as you can see here, is this really wise 7 of Pentacles. The 7s are always, in my estimation, give us pause. Not in the same way the 4s do. The 4s really, we have to settle down. We have to buckle down. We have to, put down some roots, okay? There's a pause situation. This is more of a revision. We get to look around, right? We're not quiet and still necessarily. We're sort of looking around. We're assessing or reassessing how far we've come, where we need to go, the what next type of thing here. And this is around the body or finances or legitimate plans. Okay, something that's already in the works. Recall that the 8 will follow this. So it's something that you've probably been working on for quite some time here that you're maybe a little bit insecure about continuing. But keep going in that direction. I feel really confident here that it will pay off. Whoa. Okay, so underneath that, it's almost like you're second guessing yourself here. So I just, out of curiosity, I always look at what's underneath the bottom of the deck energy. So this is what was underneath for the general energy for the month. But then underneath that was the subconscious, right? This sense of intuition, this incredibly feminine, the Taurus ruled high priestess here. Forgive me, that's the Empress, that's Taurus. This is moon-ruled high priestess. She's not ruled by a sign, just the planet. So the subconscious, right? What the dark absorbs, what's behind the scenes. And then the star, this Aquarian-ruled star, this incredibly healing energy, the calm after the storm. Being able to become the shaman or the healer because of the work you've already done on yourself. And then this glorious emperor, this Aries ruled, kind of pioneering spirit. You're the boss of things. So it's almost like you were going in this super great direction. You were really on target. And then it could have something to do with finances here. It could have something to do with stability in general. But just about you're just reassessing things at this time in July, it looks like, or you're being asked to. So ultimately, I think it's safe to say it's really wise to continue in the direction that you're going. Don't get caught up in any negative belief patterns or basically what other people might be saying at this time as well. Here in the situation is this beautiful, healthy, happy home, right? The foundations of a happy home, sharing it, being able to care for someone, being cared for. These are the very, in my view, the foundations of maturing into, perhaps that couple that gets to grow old together, right? And this could be strictly about business and have nothing to do with relationships. That's all up to you, Sagittarius, to apply. But let's just say it was a business venture of yours. This would be the foundations of it, and you know exactly what you want to do with it, what kind of future it has in store, because you have the foundations now. So the situation is calling for us to look at the foundation of what it is you truly want, what it is you're reassessing here. Are you going in the direction of your dreams? The challenges could very well be something as simple and obvious here with the sun as being in the spotlight. It could be creative genius. It could be either being put into or accepting a position of leadership. There could be something having to do with an actual child. There could be a Leo person, or you could have Leo in your own chart. But this is the challenge, or it's just, being that leader. Maybe you don't feel like you have it in you. Maybe on some level, you don't feel like you signed up for that necessarily. And there could just be something having to do with celebrity here, creativity, health, wellness. I would even add, we are dealing with the general energy being a pentacle. There could be a wealth, like a warm wealth situation here as well. It is next to a couple of fire or wands energy. So there's a lot of really warm energy here. And I feel you building on that. It's almost like there's a discomfort somehow, or it's like you don't believe it somehow, because these are in opposition, right? Like, this is the challenge. This is what's hidden. It's like you have to talk yourself into this. You have to talk yourself into being in the spotlight, or putting yourself out there, or just accepting that that's part and parcel of what perhaps you have already begun here. But the solution is your absolute long range plans, right? This is why it's a little bit weird in a way, because it's like, I think you saw this. Like, when you were doing all this, you could have easily anticipated where you would be right now. But for whatever reason, maybe it is financial. Maybe it is someone else is upset at the path that you've taken, or maybe you didn't think it would become successful. Who knows? And it did. And now you're like, okay, well, the solution is I'm going to make a new plan. So after having done a little bit of revision here, a little bit of, say, refining, right? Now you can explore a new avenue or expect different things. Okay. You can switch things up. There's still room. We're still low on the totem here. There's still room to do that. You can still play leader. You can still be in the spotlight. If that's not what you want, for example, you can switch that up. There's still room to do that. Here with the what is hidden, and I'm definitely going to look at both this and the outcome. These cards are crying for confirmation. But here with what is hidden is something, it's just overkill. I'm guessing here, because I'm not looking at really any other characters. I do consider this all your energy. What is hidden is overkill. I think you might have backed yourself into a corner here. You might be inundated by your own negative thoughts or the thoughts of others, or accepting just attitudes and opinions that really don't belong to you, or don't serve you, right? So that's what's hidden, and it could be underneath, and we just need to pay attention to that. But it's old news, and it's overkill. Even if it was supposed to help, even if you thought it would help, it's too much. We've got to get rid of it because the outcome is going within. So we have this really nice Virgo energy. We have this harvest energy, 6th house energy. There's a really nice balance behind the Virgo 6th house, right? It's always about balance. There's that Venusian energy there. And then we have this ascended master number 9. So there's, the 6 and the 9. There could be this sense of growing into yourself, becoming more confident and comfortable within yourself. Maybe get back in touch with yourself or go a little bit deeper to find some or all of the answers here at this time. But the Hermit essentially is really just saying, as the outcome, it's reminding us that the answers are within. Be still, right? Go within. The keys are there. The answers are there. There could be some healing that needs to be done at this time, right? With the Virgo and the Virgin. Purity could be a concern or an element of your heart and mind space or energy in the month of July. So healing may need to occur. Look at this. What the heck? 2, 3, 4. Wow. So I'm just qualifying the Hermit here. And when I was shuffling and talking and I was looking at the Hermit, and here we have the 2, it was almost like it's almost like you didn't believe what you had planned to take action on was actually going to come true, and it did. And now you're like, oh my God, now what do I do? And not like it's going to tear everything apart, but it's almost like maybe you didn't expect it to happen as quickly as it did. Maybe there just needs to be more respect given to the action stage of what you're moving toward here. I mean, you have a lot of fire. This is crazy. Crazy cool, not crazy bad. 2, 3, 4. And this is the situation, right? So it's almost like maybe you didn't believe yourself. Maybe you didn't believe yourself. Wow. I didn't even really mean to do that. I wanted to do I did. I wanted to do the Hermit, and let's do the 10 as well. That's phenomenal. I just think that you need to sort of shrug off, right? Like that duck with water, well, you're the duck now, so there's the Tower. Look at that. Right on top of the 10 of Swords. What is hidden? Something that wasn't built to last is collapsing or has to collapse. That's it. That's all. It's not really a terrible, terrible thing because it wasn't built to last anyway. And the beautiful thing about it, Sagittarius, is what is hidden. You already saw this coming. It was an overkill. You saw it coming. You could probably have anticipated a mile away, right? It fell apart because the foundations weren't great, but the situation is you can start again. You didn't lose everything. You still have the foundations. You still have that very specific power or intention or fire, okay? Value. So this is supposed to go the way of the dodo. That wasn't supposed to last. And it could have just been old negative thoughts. And now you've defeated them and you've found a way out of them. And it could have been by going within, or this could help even further. But a really nice question to ask if you are still determining what to do next is to ask, what next? What will this give me? And not just finish there, right? Because we're looking at the big picture, which is what it will give me, but what do I have to give? What do I have to give up to get it? So very interesting. This is the first struggle in a long time I've seen any Sagittarius reading. So maybe it's true. Maybe you're human after all. I have Sagittarius rising. Some of the best people I've ever met, the people I've become closest to throughout my lifetimes, are Sagittarius. So I really, really adore your sign. I adore Jupiter. And I just think that you you deserve to have the luckiest sign, and there's a lot of fantastic good that you can do with it. So, and you know, it's a fire sign. It's mutable. I mean, you belong everywhere. So it's fascinating to see all of this. I know you know. So there's just something here that you have to accept and then move forward with, and something that wasn't built to last. Let it go. Could be part of the lesson here is let it go. Start again. You're not starting from rock bottom, that's for sure. You still have the basics to a beautiful dream to come true. All right, here with the mountain lion, we have leadership. Really nice energy here with the mountain lion. You can see that this person, this animal, I should say, has a lot of energy. They have, they're willing to run a distance here. The mountain lion won't take no for an answer. I think that it's extremely vibrant, and as the leader, it's very in cahoots here with the sun, right? You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel yourself again. And this is curious to see for you is woman medicine here with the otter. Maybe this has to do strictly with your own sexual well-being, sexual health, sexuality in general. Sexual prowess. I mean, that could be what's going on here for you, right? Maybe you were insecure about something having to do with that, or not sure how to transmute that into your work or into your family or your home or what have you. But woman medicine, I mean, I think there's only one caution here, and that isn't to, you know, usurp someone else's. I think the point of woman medicine is to, for the women out there, is to celebrate other women, right? We're not trying to up them or best them. We're going to celebrate them as our sisters. If you're a male Sagittarius watching, you could be inundated with this. You could want this for yourself. You could want to, say, exhibit or perform some of this in the month of July for yourself, or you may be even more attracted to this than you normally are. And it could very well, this all could very well be a romance or love interest or, sex magic reading for you. Okay, so these jumped out upright. It's hard not to take those when they jump outright, but I'm obsessed with shuffling, so we're going to get another one. Put these here, see if you can see them. These guys just sort of jumped out. It's just fun to see. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And then flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Everyone benefits from this, Sagittarius. I promise you, whether or not it has to do with sex. Honestly, just keep flirting because it makes the world a better place. I swear it really does. It's such beautiful energy. It's very, very high frequency energy, particularly in my estimation, if it doesn't have to do with sex. So keep having fun with that. Also, you know, higher levels of commitment. Yeah, I think there's I think this is your goal here. I mean, you're not at the Seven of Pentacles sort of putting the final or the polishing touches on something because you don't care about it or don't see a future in it. You absolutely do. This is your motivation, long-term commitment. And higher level, right? So yeah, keep raising the bar, keep raising the vibration. Help us all out here. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So again, whether this is actual romance reading for you or whether this has to do with business, has to do with the home, investments, creativity, whatever this is for you, you know, don't give up. Please don't give up, right? You want to keep working on it. Like I said, what follows this guy is the Eight of Pentacles, and it's the Apprentice. It's whatever you're working on or in the middle of that you are ready to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore is something that you need to bring into fruition, and you're almost there. You're almost at the mastery stage. So keep going. Give it a chance. Get rid of what isn't working and keep going. And have fun. Remember to have fun doing it. My word, we need more of this in the world. We really do. And that Jupiter expansive, you know, good luck energy. Everybody could use that. Look at this. Two different worlds. Two things need to, maybe just a great deal of balance needs to be met at this time. We have Yang, more Aries energy here. And then we have Breathe, right? The meditation. So if you can balance these two worlds, if you can bring your meditative, your breathing, your calming, right, your hermit energy to the stage of action, right, masculine energy, to the force energy. This could be force and subconscious as well. Maybe you need to force something on the subconscious. I do think that this is part and parcel of what's going on here. Something old and outdated isn't working for you. It's meant to fall apart. I think if you are lovingly in touch with your subconscious and you can willfully let go, because you have the means to do this, to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore, what wasn't meant to exist, and then you can move on to higher ground. You have the power. You are in possession of enormous talents and power and will and manifestation. And I just think that that's your lot in many ways. Now, yes, you have many, many planets in your chart. You have lots of aspects, which could undermine this, okay? But just generally speaking, Sagittarius is just such a beautifully potent, optimistic sign. So ideas and inspiration, I do think that this is your way out. I'll finish it by saying that. I think ideas and inspiration, make them coalesce, and this is your way out of a troubling matter, back into the sun where you belong, right? Into the spotlight, whatever that means for you. Happiness, creativity, joy, success, victory. Something having to do with a child, a new beginning, something about that. Okay, let your own inspiration inspire your ideas. Stay in the light, Sagittarius. You are on such a good roll here. I had such fun reading this for you. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you're not already, subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos, and until next time, I will see you then. Take great care. Bye for now.